with Cinderella, hoping that the tales you read are true. The clock strikes midnight during a tarantella. Which article of clothing will she drop for you? A mermaid fair, but bored with life as sweet. Upon her vocal cords for legs and feet. Now she walks the streets at night, a soiled dove. Aesop, Brothers Grimm, Lewis Carroll, A.A. Milne, Disney's acumen, crayon cliches on film, whitewashed Freud on celluloid, sanitized taboo. You're at the ball with Cinderella. Which article of clothing will she drop for you? Fireside tales of old, folklore spun into gold, meant to scare and scold. Family fare now bought and sold. Whitewashed Freud on celluloid, sanitized taboo. You're at the ball with Cinderella. Which article of clothing will she drop for you? Which article of clothing will she drop for you?
Chris Walters. Chris Walters. So, Chris, I have a couple questions for you.
I have a few questions of my own.
I'm sure you do. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, it's all right. Good.
So this contraption over here, I've never seen one of these. I was saying earlier, it looks like something that maybe Tesla would have made.
You mean Nikola Tesla?
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
You know, not Elon Musk.
Not Elon Musk. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's way above Elon Musk. I think. Yeah.
I would agree.
What is this, and what does it do, and how does it do it?
It is a 3D hologram fan. It's got 4 blades. Obviously, you can see they spin at a little bit less than 700 revolutions per second, and it has LED lights on each blade. and you basically load MP4s or MOV files, and certain most video files will work on it. You load them on an SD card, and it's a projector, so it plays it back. It's because the fan blades revolve so quickly. I bought the casing that makes it safer in these kind of environments, but you can really see the image almost floating in thin air if you didn't have this plastic bubble around it. You know, it's kind of cool. Yeah,
That's fascinating. Is that new technology or is that old technology?
It's relatively new, but I mean, this company has been selling these for, I think, a couple years, and I think it's about a year and a half old or so.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, one of the things that I really appreciate about you as an artist is that you're always trying new things. You're always tinkering with something, and you know, I'll call you up and you'd be like, oh, well, I've got this guitar that I've done this with, or this keyboard I've done this with. I remember you had somebody, you bought like a really small piano that you could actually go to gigs with, an actual piano with the hammers.
Yeah.
And
Which was a disaster.
I'm
in
sure
many
it
ways.
was, but that's one of the things I really love about you is that you're not afraid to be a disaster, Chris. And
I think we've all proved that tonight.
no, you're one of my favorite. You know this, man. You're one of my favorite people on the planet. You're one of my very favorite musicians on the planet. You're inspiring on so many different levels to me and so many other people. And I just love your creative spirit. And I'm just kind of wondering, you know, like, where does that come from? What kind of brings you to that as an artist?
I feel like I've always wanted to tell stories, and I'm not a very good. I read a lot, but I'm not a very good writer in terms of prose or poetry, or, you know, even though I feel some of my lyrics are strong poetry in a lyric sense, I'm not a poet in the traditional sense, and I'm not a writer, believe me, because I've tried, and I'm, you know, so, but I really want to be a storyteller. I feel like I've always wanted to be a storyteller, even as a kid. And I feel like that's what I do with my music. I feel like I'm a storyteller.
Absolutely, I would agree. Well, let's get on to some more stories here.
Okay.
And we'll let you play a little bit more. And then we're going to talk about this a little bit later, which many people probably have not ever seen before. We're not going to give it away quite yet.
Okay.
But once they hear it, they'll be interested in finding out a little bit more.
want
Chris
me to-
Walters, ITAstudiostreams.com. You can donate right here to Chris Walters on Facebook Live. Or at the website,
You can buy Jeff a new chair, too,
You can buy
if
me
you-
a new chair,
yeah,
yeah.
that would be
I think I've got some glue
Oh, yeah.
downstairs. I'll
And
go ahead
maybe
and take
someone
care of
needs
that.
to tinker with that thing.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. So you don't want me to include that in a tune yet?
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Let's do that one. Why not? What the heck? Let's go. Well, is it stuck on something? There it goes. Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
take you to. I intended to all along. I just have a few question marks. Now then, come right along with me. You have easily the most suspicious mind of anyone I've ever met. Unless you come out bold and take her away from him mighty quick, he's going to get you some way. Decent women better respect or fall in love with my kind man. I make my living with my wits. Gentlemen, something has got to be done. Or I'm afraid of
All right. Let's see what else we
All right,
got.
Chris, I have to ask. I have to ask, what is this contraption?
It's an Edison Amberola cylinder player from about somewhere between 1907 and 1911. So it's made by Thomas Alva Edison's cylinder company, or his company. It's an Amberola player, cylinder player. And the cylinder that I have that was playing is actually the sound effects from that track that I just played called Amid the Rabble that Michael Burbo and Brooks Sutton helped me get together as background from old radio shows and radio spots, basically some old radio mystery shows and so forth. And then I sent it out to a company in the UK that burns digital files, or doesn't burn it, that cuts digital files onto cylinders, Edison cylinder players. And so that's what you heard there.
Fantastic. Amazing.
All right, let's see. I know a gypsy fortune teller. She'll read your future, just a glimpse into your soul. She'll claim it's worth its weight in gold. She'll lead you down into a cellar and grind some bones into a bowl. Scatter the powder in the air, and through the cloud your tale unfolds. All the adventure, all the romance, there'll be no stone left unturned. Nothing uncertain or left up to chance. No hard lessons left to learn. Do you really want to know how it ends? To know the outcome long before it happens, with nothing left in life for you to imagine. Do you really want to know? Your life passes before your eyes like lightning flashes across the plains. You even witness your demise, yet right here you still remain. Your fate is sealed by all you know, the plot revealed before the show. There ain't no difference now between your yet to come and what's in your long ago. All the adventure, all the romance, there'll be no stone left unturned, nothing uncertain or left up to chance, no hard lessons left to learn. Do you really want to know how it ends? To know the outcome long before it happens, with nothing left in life for you to imagine. Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know how it ends? To know the outcome long before it happens, with nothing left in life for you to imagine. Do you really want to know? Do you? Do you really want to know? I'm on the cutting edge, out on a limb where others fear to tread. I've got the pluck and nerve to turn this topsy-turvy world on its head. I'm on the cutting edge. The rules only apply to those less fortunate than I. Oh, I push the buttons, I'm on the cutting edge. With all the recent strides in technology, I simply must learn to clone. Surrounded by a race of miniature me's, I'll never have to be alone. On the cutting edge, everyone does as I said, paving a new frontier here on the cutting edge. Paparazzi eating out of my palm, my name on everyone's lips. I'm the envy of every .com, the universe at my fingertips. So on the cutting edge, everyone does as us says, paving a new frontier here on the cutting edge.
All right, Chris. I'm going to jump on in here for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in and ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
And first of all, amazing music, super interesting video stuff going on. Is this something you want to stop right now?
I can, sure.
Okay. So it's remote control too. Love it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, where can people find your music? And you're an animator also. These are all your
I am.
animations,
Yes.
which we didn't mention before. So, where can people see your animations and check out your music online?
Online, really anywhere fine music is sold. Apple Music or Amazon, and places where not such fine music is sold as well. So anywhere really, it's available. I distribute through CD Baby, and they distribute around the world through a bunch of different places. So, and then my animations, you can find quite a few of them on YouTube or on Facebook. I have uploaded a number of them there. I also have this video card that I made, which has 7 of my animations and 3 of my albums, and it's basically like a card that has a video screen in it that you open up. It's about the size of 2 CDs, and you open it up, and it plays videos, and you can connect it to a computer and download the videos onto your computer and watch them that way. Anyway, that product is called This, and it's Chris Walters This, as in buy this, and you can only buy that from me at my gigs, or or
Is that available on your website?
it is not yet.
And what's your website?
chriswaltersmusic.com.
Right, it's pretty clear about what that is.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the questions that I'm asking everybody, because obviously this is worldwide. This is not just Nashville. We've kind of hit a double whammy here with the tornado earlier
Absolutely,
in
yeah.
March. A number of our friends lost everything. A lot of people are hurting here, and then with the coronavirus, everything's been shut down. Gigs are done. All the teaching is over. We're having to do all that online, et cetera, et cetera. So if you would, Chris, just briefly talk about how the shutdown has personally affected you, your life, your family, et cetera, and kind of moving forward, what you're looking at.
Well, to be honest, we my whole family has been very fortunate through both natural disasters. The tornado. I do have 2 children, each with their own respective houses in East Nashville, so they were close to the path of the tornado, but they were unaffected, fortunately. That said, I do have a number of friends who were very affected by it, and like you said, we have a mutual friend who lost everything, and he's got young kids, and they're just going through a time of it right now, and I think of him and his family every day. So that said, really, my family is in a fortunate position, and we have not been adversely affected by either that or the coronavirus. I'm kind of a homebody anyway. Yes, fortunately, I have not come across a virus and contracted it as far as I know. But yeah. Well, I mean, how can you know unless you start showing symptoms?
Well,
and I
that's
don't
true.
have the
Okay.
symptoms. But anyway, so I'm like doing the same shit I'm always doing. I'm sitting at home trying to create.
Right on.
So
Right on.
I'm kind of, we're all lucky. Thank you for asking. My family is fortunate in this time. So
Good. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad everybody's safe and feeling good. I know your family very well, and I love them all. They're awesome people.
thank you.
And so my second question for you, then we're going to let you play a little bit more music here. Why do you play music? Why do you create?
I believe that's really why I personally was put on earth, but why we as humans, for some reason, I believe the creative act, the creative spark, the creative spirit is really the thing that drives me to feel alive. I guess, does that make sense?
Sure.
So I guess that's the easiest answer. I could get really into some deep philosophical discussion, and then I did end up going in circles, and I wouldn't know what I was talking about. But that's pretty much it.
All right, great. Well, ChrisWaltersMusic.com. You can find Chris's stuff there. We're going to play a little bit more. Again, we want to remind you, ITAStudiostreams.com. We'll turn these into podcasts eventually as well, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for those. If you have any suggestions or comments, you can put them into Facebook Live. It's facebook.com/Jeff Coffin Music. You probably already know that since you're there, but we appreciate you tuning in. And all the donations on Venmo and PayPal during the stream and after the stream can go directly to Chris. And there's also a PayPal link on our website, itastudiostreams.com, that you can donate there as well. And that collectively goes to all the musicians that have played the previous week. We divvy that up between them as well. So we thank you again for tuning in, and we're going to let Chris get back to it here for a couple more tunes. Thank you so much.
She'd pinch him and laugh as she blushed. He'd offer his hand and she'd follow his lead. I never knew no one loved someone so much. They danced through life like an old movie reel, just like a film it had to end. Her flame burned out long before his, until here and now became way back when. Gone all too soon. Now he'll waltz with a broom. The dance hall so lonely since she left the room. The bottle they shared has all been consumed. Now the old man waltzes with the broom. I didn't hear music as I neared the door, just the whisper of bristles as they brushed the floor. I was brought to my knees when I glanced in the room, saw the old man dance with a broom. Gone all too soon. Now he'll waltz with the broom. The dance hall so lonely since she left the room. The bottle they shared has all been consumed now. Recalling her grace, he can sense her embrace, and perhaps just a trace of perfume. Now the old man waltzes with a broom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Walters, the one and only.
Thanks all for coming out.
Chris Walters over here on the keyboards, the Edison cylinder, the holographic, what is that?
Holograph projector, fan.
Holographic fan. And so we want to thank you once again for tuning in to tonight's episode. And we're going to be here every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, providing everyone safe and healthy. And itastudiostreams.com is the website. Again, you can donate on Venmo or PayPal for the artists that you hear. It goes directly to them. The link should be up on the Facebook Live page. You can also go to itastudiostreams.com. There's a PayPal link there to also donate directly as well. We'll post the lineups for the next couple weeks coming up. We've got some amazing musicians and composers coming up, and we're just trying to help some folks out here. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy out there. And once again, thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Jeff Coffin, and this is my studio in Nashville, Into the Air Studios, itastudiostreams.com. Hey, Chris, I'm wondering, can we play one more video on here, one more animation
sure.
for the good people in, I don't know, wherever they are. I want to say hi to our friends in Japan also. I saw some of y'all were checking it out, so thank you. And we're gonna hit the lights and go out with this video here. What is this, Chris?
This is actually, I'll just let it play. There's Old Scratch Expressionism, which is like a version of my tune Old Scratch, but kind of more like a Fritz Lang. It's a short animation, like a Fritz Lang movie or something.
Gotcha. Okay, Alex, hit the lights, buddy. You wanna play a little while this is going on?
Oh, sure.